Hello and welcome to Make It Make Sense with Auntie. Of course, I am Auntie. I am so excited for you all to be here. Happy New Year's. Of course, this is our first show of the new year, and we have I have a very exciting show for you, an update for the weekend. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and jump into our sponsors because I got an exciting show for y'all tonight. Mm, a minute. Hey, y'all, again, it's me, Making Make Sense with Auntie podcast every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Of course, you know, BFAM 109.6 streaming live on StreamYard and YouTube. If you are not following me on YouTube, you can go over right now, AUNTI underscore MIMS over on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe so you get that reminder, the notification every time Auntie go live. Y'all contact me. Listen, you can contact that number right now and we will sit down, we will talk, we will definitely try and make it make sense. If you need to contact me by email, lemonsmakeitmakesense at gmail or admin at makeitmakesense.com. Trust me, I am waiting to hear from you. Don't forget to tune in every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Make it make sense with Auntie. And listen, I'm telling you right now, if you haven't if you ain't contacted this man, contact this man. Smooth Transitions Design Media Group LLC. Contact show out. Tell him Auntie sent you. The man is ingenious when it comes to the artwork and his designs. Listen, the Fruitiverse went live this weekend. And the artwork, the designs, the cartoons, the t-shirts, everything. Listen, everything was top of the line. You definitely need to reach out to this man if you are looking for something that is different, something that is custom. If you need any artwork, if you need any cartoons, if you are looking for any logos, artwork, I'm telling y'all better jump on it. Listen, before this man get booked up, and I'm telling you, booked and bougie is where he gonna be soon. Because the amount of people that was so excited about the artwork that we received this weekend, it ain't gonna be like that for always. I'm telling y'all. Y'all better get in now where y'all can get in good.
Hey everyone, we are the Fruitlings. Hi Auntie. Hi DC. Let's do this. Hey, I'm first. My name is Nene. I represent bananas. Hey, my name is Ginger. I represent ginger. And my name is Minty. I represent mint. Hi, my name is Mira. I represent turmeric. And this the crew with plenty more to come. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you don't miss our first episode. Now back to you, Auntie.
Listen, make sure y'all follow the Fruitiverse. If you have not, you need to go over and especially if you have children, if you have kids, it might help you as well. I'm telling y'all, we had a blast this weekend. And we listen, special thanks to DC at BFAM. We have to give a special thanks for making this event like pop. So if you were able to come out and I got to meet all of my new family members, I got to meet my new nieces and nephews. Listen, we had a ball. We really did have a good time. Thank you to everybody who sold the event out on Eventbrite. We truly are humble and grateful for the opportunity to come to Georgia and make it make sense. We had a blast. But a little bit about the event. So when we came together again, running behind, y'all know stuff, anything that can happen, it will happen if we allow it to. We got into town that morning. Went to go handle some stuff. So we were running a little bit late. But we did. We got there, we got set up. We had people that were there waiting. Shout out to Miss Tania that I got to meet this weekend. It was a blast to actually get to meet her and her grandson and her daughter. They actually traveled from Detroit to come out and make it make sense with Auntie. So listen, people are coming. The message is being heard. I am very grateful for the opportunity that we were able to share. We got to meet and listen, I met a gentleman that will be on the show soon. We're getting that together right now. His name is CJ. He is a comedian. This is a man that, listen, his story is astounding. I got to meet his children, which was a blast. All of the kids that came out had the opportunity to do what Auntie do, which was kind of cool. They were able to go in the studio and actually record, go live, which was a blast. So it was, and that kind of tied the whole event together to give them the opportunity to see what I get to do and to have fun. And DC did make that happen, and we are very, very grateful. And thank you to Atlanta that didn't freeze us out. The weather was actually nice. We had a good time. We really, really did. I can't wait to do it again. And we do have an update. So now that we know, it will be sooner than another year before we do another youth day. Of course, that'll be the anniversary day, but we will be doing more events, especially if you have somewhere, if you have a place, wherever you're at, your city. If we can make it happen, we will definitely try to get out there and make it make sense with you. We can set that up. You can go over on the page and check out. You can check out the stuff from the event. Now, tonight is gonna be a little bit different, but it ain't gonna be different, but it is. I'm doing a little bit of ranting, a little vent session. I am. I had a little day today, and this is my space. So if anybody don't like it, y'all can leave me alone. Because that's what I was told. But no, this is I'm serious. So for real. Um, I experienced something today, and I'm gonna talk about it. So y'all know I'm very, very transparent. I'm gonna talk about it because I'm very vocal about being a survivor of domestic violence. And so I'm gonna speak about it because I was put in a situation today where I was left to feel a type of way. And so this is all my listeners, if you out there listening, and if you're comfortable with speaking out, if you're comfortable with answering, you can. Like I said, this is one of my sessions that I'm venting and just expressing my feelings because I really am like feeling some type of way. So I was put, I'm not gonna go too much into it, but I was put in a situation where a person of authority felt that they could be disrespectful to me, and I did respond. I did. I did. It took a minute, but I did respond in a way that ended up bothering me in the end. So it made me feel some type of way, and I am that way since I have healed and and working with people and be and doing the accountability coach and working with people. You sit back and you really do reevaluate a lot of your thought process. If you somebody that's healed or on that journey, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. For those that have not reached that yet, I pray that you get there. But this is a little that walk when you walking through it. So as a survivor like me, every day I tell people all the time, like, I want to be soft. I don't like having to feel like that I have to be on protection all the time. Like, I don't want to be a person that feel like I have to be on go, but I am a protector, naturally. That's just who I am. But I don't feel like I should have to be angry. If that makes sense. I don't feel like I should have to be aggressive. I don't feel like I should have to do that. I feel like we should be able to be, communicate. I should be able to tell somebody the things that bother me, and they should be able to accept that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes maybe it goes against what you may feel, but boundaries. People have an issue with boundaries, and I tell y'all, all last year we talked about audacity. We talked about this stuff. But so today I was actually put in this situation at work, and I felt some type of way. I did end up getting in trouble. Well, I got suspended for what happened. For part of what happened is what they're saying, but we know how it gets with businesses and corporate and when we start dealing with certain stuff. But my thing is this, and this is going out to those that, if you are if you've ever been through like, a toxic relationship, or if you've ever dealt with a toxic employer, or you've ever done anything, do you really believe that when we go into what is it? Have you ever been made to feel, like how do I word this? Okay, so I felt like today I literally felt as if I was in the room with my abuser. And it's been almost 6 years since I felt that way. So today I was made to feel as if that took place. And I don't know how to respond. Like, I don't know what to do with that energy. I've cried. And I'm telling y'all that. I'm telling the world, I cried today because a lot of it is because I didn't or couldn't respond. And then a lot of it was because I did respond the way that I did. Because I did, I went off. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. I take full accountability for the way, for my response. And that was because of where I was at, you know what I'm saying, and who got to see me that way. And I'm gonna say this, it's not about me caring, um, because about my respect, you know what I'm saying? About my respect, about me, yeah, I'ma always go in for me. I want people to know that. I want that to be known. When it comes to my respect, because I respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to know you to respect you. And that shouldn't be one of the elements of respect. Like I got to know you to respect. No. So that's not what it is. I believe that you should respect everybody. I believe that as adults, you should be able to go in and communicate with people. You should be able to tell somebody your likes and dislikes. If you are a person that cannot accept anybody talking back to you, then that means that that's something that you have to deal with. That's not something that anybody else should have to be made to feel like they have to accept anything like that. So yeah, so I've been in my feelings a little bit. I have for the last few hours. I did leave, but I'm reevaluate. I did need to vent and get that out of my system. But with doing so, I thought about it because in this particular place, I deal with a lot of injustices or whatever. And I've spoken up because I speak up. I speak up for my employees. I will always speak up. So the fact that I was made to feel this type of way today, I don't know how to deal with that. So if I have like any of my listeners, is anybody that's watching, like how, if you are a survivor, because I know I do have a few of them that's done told me, that's done reached out, or if they've ever been in a toxic relationship, I really want some of my men to answer this for me. And if there are some men or people that are in authoritative positions that real deal, can speak up and say that they deal with power struggles or they're in that position, how do you think that this should be handled from like a different point of view? Do you feel like because I don't know, like I don't feel like I can find help. I don't expect like the company to understand. I mean, I do because they say they do, but they really don't. And I'm just wondering, are there any companies or anybody out here that's had to deal with this, and how have they handled that after the situation of being triggered and made to feel this way? I don't know what to do. And for Auntie, that's like, yeah, for me not like really know what to do, like how to respond to this situation. I don't know what to do. That's my biggest issue right now. Because I'm not accepting nothing. I'm not accepting disrespect. I'm not. And that's what's gonna lead into the like 2026. Like absolutely not. Okay. So yeah, that's my vent session. I got out of my system. Because I felt some type of way because I was triggered. I know that is not by any means, that's not an excuse for my behavior, because yeah, I know that I'm better than that. Than where I went, because I became, I guess whatever y'all want to say, ghetto. I used some very colorful language because my mouth does curse like a sailor, and I'm trying to change that. I am. I've been trying to work on that, and then that's what goes to that goes to another part of my problem, because once it has happened and now that it's happened, um I have been like very very hard on myself because I allowed myself to be put into that into that place. I'm not gonna blame the other person for that. I felt full accountability for me allowing allowing myself to go there. I do. I take that. But with that being said, that will be the first and last time of 2026 that anybody will try me. And I mean, and when I say that, I just need y'all to understand that in 2026, I meant that when I said that coming in 26, I will never, ever, ever, ever tolerate, nor will I ever allow anybody to get comfortable and feel that because of a title or any of that stuff that you will be disrespectful, because you can communicate all the time. No matter whether it's in at business, no matter whether it's at, in the streets, no matter where you at somebody's school, in the church, wherever you at, it's not hard to respect people, and you will get better, way better. Listen, you'll do way better with being respectful than you will with being disrespectful, with you using entitlement, with you putting yourself in authoritative figures and feeling like you can mistreat people because of a title. Yeah, everybody don't play like that, and I'm one of the ones, so I can say, yeah, I'm part of everybody. I don't play like that, and I won't be disrespected. I will not be made to feel like that. So yes, I am triggered, and I do. I feel some type of way. I do. I am. Yes, they say I got the PTSD stuff. Yeah, I do. Post traumatic, and I was. I was triggered, and like I don't know. If y'all know me, if you know me, I don't play about my job. Like I don't play with work. I don't play with nobody when it comes, like I don't play like that. So my job, I'm serious about my job at all times. At all times. So I'm always stand up for me because I know that I'm in a world by myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I have to stand up for myself, but I stand up for my employees every day. I'ma always go to bat for mine, no matter what place I work for, no matter where I'm at. If you a part of me, and but make it make sense with Auntie. If you one of Auntie's babies, if you become one of my nieces, nephews, the cousins, all that good stuff, because blood don't make us family. Once I become, connected with you, that loyalty line, I mean that. If you are my employee, then I'm gonna go to bat for you. If you wrong, I'm gonna tell you when you're wrong. If you're right, I'm gonna tell you when you're right. If you need encouragement, I'm going to do that. But I'm gonna always set boundaries. I'm gonna always let you know what will and not be tolerated, what will and not be accepted. And there is no job I'm gonna never work on that anybody's gonna get comfortable where they feel that disrespect is going to be a part of my daily. It won't be. It will never be. Mm-mm. I will never. I could never imagine. Hold on, let me see. Somebody, so they're trying to watch from other streams, and I don't got my tablet. I need to pull my tablet. I had a comment from somebody that said that I'm not wrong, and I don't feel that I'm wrong. That like I don't. I really don't believe that I'm wrong, and I just feel like I'm upset with myself because of on my journey. I'm trying not to respond that way, and I've had a couple of episodes of me responding lately that I don't like the way the outcomes have been, which is like for me. So that means that it's something that with me that I have to work on a little bit more. And I'm telling y'all that yes, I still have to continue to work on me on a regular. I literally have to work on me every single day. I will never get on here and pretend like I'm living this life. Well, I'm not. I make decisions every day. I try to make better decisions. I will make a decision based off of response. Sometimes I try to make the adult decision sometimes. And then sometimes I will be very, very petty. I will. That's just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna pretend with nobody for that. I don't want y'all to think that I am. I don't want to be put out here that I'm this person, like this misconception. I am a human being just like everybody else. I have feelings just like everybody else. I will not tolerate disrespect. I will not be made to feel like I should have to accept disrespect. I will never tell anybody to accept disrespect. I won't do that. And if that's what makes me wrong, then I'm gonna be wrong all day long. I will always, I listen. I will not accept it. I refuse to accept disrespect from anybody. I don't care. I'm gonna call it out. If it's something that bothers me, I'm going to speak on that. And that's and I see that we keep talking about the entitlement, the audacity. We keep talking about that. How does that affect the workplace? If you in the workplace and we seeing that this stuff is going on and we see that accountability is being that it people refuse to take accountability. If you respond, people like to focus on responses. They don't like to, they don't like to focus on the negative behaviors or whatever it was that you responded to, but they definitely will tell people about your response. And again, that's what got to me was because of the way it made me look. I made myself look at that time. Now, I will say sorry, not sorry, because I'm not sorry that I responded. However, I am sorry for the people that had to hear me that respond, and for the ones that saw me that have never seen me that way, for the ones that seen me step outside of character on behalf of my respect, I will say sorry for that, because that is not what it was, not the time and the place for that. However, it was the time and the place, because if you disrespect me, I will address it at the place where it happens. I'm not gonna do that. If you don't want it to be done, and then again, and I'm gonna tell y'all this because I done seen it. I'm trying to be nice with some of my words and stuff, because I tell y'all, I done had a day. I literally done had a day. I got a headache. Y'all see? Oh yeah, and shout out. You see this? Listen, this weekend I got some gifts too. So I went, and this is in my little goodie bag that I received from BFAM. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't never wear a bonnet. I have never. I think I had one on my head maybe when I went to go get my hair done or something. But so I got this, I'm a little bad. Y'all see what it say? Jamaican and mango lime. Listen, so I did used to use that when I was locked up. And I mean when I had locks. So I used to use the Jamaican mango. But because I suffer from HS, okay, I want to tell y'all something. I never really understood. I got the full grasp, and this is not a commercial, but I just want to tell them thank you, because as a person that lives with a autoimmune disease, and as a person that lives with psoriasis, if you know what that is, and you know how bad it gets with dry hair, how bad it gets if you have it in your scalp. I have literally put this thing on my head from the time I got it. I got it when I got home. I wore it, and I literally have been putting this thing on. And I must say, the amount that my hair has not been like that, I have not been itching. I have not been scratching my hair like crazy. So I guess it literally, really, really is retaining its moisture. So baby, I am on it, and I love it. So thank you for including, for giving them out in the gift pass. Cause baby, listen, I like this. I wear this. I keep this. Yes, right, right.
I have to ask, have you used the oils yet? Everybody is raving about the oils that came with that.
Oh, most definitely.
They were
So okay, so I already used those oils. And which was why when I seen him, I was like, oh man. So I was going through the bag. I'm like, yes, because I love argan oils. So, and I tell people all the time, because I have HS. So if you don't know what HS is, a hydrogenated suppurativa, and it is where my skin is dry. And it dries from the inside out. I get risings, I get all of these in these uncomfortable situations. So, but my skin is always dry. It becomes almost like it's allergic to it. So my hair, as I was talking about, breaks out. So a couple years ago, I actually did have the locks in my hair, and we had to take them out because my hair does get dry and it does start to bleed because of the dryness. I actually didn't. I didn't think about getting a bonnet then, but now I literally told him, I think I'm finna lock back up. So I might be finna retwist. Thank you. Like, look, thank you. But them oils are wonderful. I love the oils. I love the argan oils. I think I even had an argan shampoo in my bathroom. But yeah, I love the argan oil. So that was the hit. I'm on that one, DC. I really that's the gift that's the one gift I've been using and wearing and wearing and wearing. I definitely like this one. But listen, okay, so yeah, we're gonna name off some things in 2026 that we're not gonna tolerate this year. We is. I think I'm gonna become more. And I was talking. Somebody told me that I should, and I'm thinking about it. I don't want to step on nobody's toes, but somebody told me that I should do a segment, about in working in the workplace. So I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? What I say? Um, the measurements guide. What measurements guide? You gotta use your words. Oh no. Oh. Oh. So of course, DC, your friend, the thing that he found the most entertaining in the bag was the measurement guide from one con.
Talk to them, show out. Tell them. Measure the length, measure the girth, and get the shit that fits your shit.
Listen. And he right there talking about, yeah. So listen, I didn't know this. Wait a minute. Show out. Can you get the bag? I'm gonna show them. Like, so I didn't know this. I real deal. And I'm telling y'all, I actually, again, while people be playing with me and my intelligence, I am a sexual health and wellness instructor. I went and got it certified for that. Is it that one? So when I think it might be the one on top. So when I look through this gift bag, and of course, they have the condoms and stuff. Of course, and y'all know we love one condom. Shout out to one condom. They got the BFAM and all that on there. But so when I seen this, I just was blown. I didn't know what it was until I started reading up on them, and they told me that they made 52 different sizes in condoms.
60.
Oh, 60 sizes in condoms.
60
Okay. Right.
sizes.
So
This
yeah,
is a
right.
length.
This damn thing is color coordinated. Y'all see this?
That's for girth. So basically, what you do length first, and then you do this thing right here, and then you do girth by this.
Y'all see this shit? So listen.
So that way you can find out what you are round and length.
Okay. So this right here is why y'all can't never say that the condom don't fit. Listen, them people thought about y'all, like, shout out to one. Listen, it says my one fit kit. I thought this was like so cool when I seen this. Like, it's just crazy. And of course, they have, you go get your little condoms, y'all, your one condoms. But they did. It was very like this gift bag was very informative. And y'all know, oh yeah, y'all can contact me, especially if y'all local. Look what he got. Mm-hmm. Y'all protect it. But seriously though, for real, when it comes to my one condom, I'm telling y'all, it's no way y'all can't say y'all don't know.
If you've got a business, you can actually order your own condoms for your business and have your logo put on it for your employees. Come on, people, do the right thing.
Right. I'm tripping, like I'm on it. I'm finna be scanning bark. We gonna have to talk. It said just because condom stretch doesn't mean one size fits all. See, that they're gonna misconception. So when they told y'all that lie, they just told y'all that ain't true. That ain't true. That they don't fit all. But I'm gonna tell you, and listen, I thought this was the cute too. Tell her shout out and thank you for that. Listen, I think that cool because I love these. And they got my little Georgia peach on there. How's your mama and them? That fit right in with Auntie. Listen, I love that. So yeah, it was a bunch of goodies. We had a lot of goodies. What I say? One smooth transition. DC, you see what you started?
Booyah! Mic drop. What Show Out should do is get with one condoms and tell him that he's an artist. Because there's artists out there that actually do their art on the condoms. There's artists, real artists out there that do their art at one condoms.
Oh yeah, I know. I saw that. I actually seen that because I had
Did you get any of these? Did you get a box of these?
I didn't. Well, we didn't get the glowing. I don't think they was glowing.
You didn't get a box of glow in the darks?
No, these are 3 sizes to try. Find your perfect fit.
Oh, those ones are good. Those are the flexes. Those are pretty good.
Too bad I'm celibate. Nah.
Now, Auntie, I know you don't like wasting money.
Absolutely not at all.
Show Out.
Sick of this shit. But no, for real. Listen, if you was not in the building, so I'm over here like showing all my goodies and stuff. Miss K, which is my co-host, she was here last week. She did get to pop in. She pop in from time to time. We trying to get her on here a little bit more. Because we are working women, but we definitely have to make it make sense. But listen, this chick had bracelets that were given away in all the gift bags for the kids. The t-shirts was a hit. I have outfits for 2020. Listen, and I'm telling y'all, not just for that one event. So this Youth Make It Make Sense is for the whole entire year of 2026. So you can still get your shirts. You can still support. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not just helping just those kids on that day. We plan on doing this all year round, and we're gonna continue to do this. We're trying to put something together right now in the Tampa area for February. Between February and March, we know spring break is coming up. So we are trying to put something together for the youth and the young adults. Parents, I'm telling you, get to come out. This is the time for y'all to do something with your kids. The up there, we did that. We did the party where they did a little mini canvases. They had a little paint party. We had the coloring sheets. They got to meet some of the characters. I will be releasing the first part of the curriculum for the Fruitiverse with the character Bibles. All of those items, they will have the collect them all. So you will be able to join our subscription kit. The kids, I'm telling y'all, do not sell your kids short. The kids, listen, I was excited. We played the video, we played some of the cartoon for the kids, and the kids love it. I'm excited. I definitely am excited. And we are reaching out to all the children. It is an inclusive program. We have children that have all types of, come from all types of backgrounds. They may have learning, abilities. You know what I'm saying? It's different. They may learn different. We have, children that are on the spectrum. The characters represent from all around, and it's very beneficial. I believe that this is something that can go on to be great. Y'all just have to support it for real, for real. Don't just tell me y'all supporting it. Actually support. Excuse me. If you would like to make donations, don't forget, the cash out Aunti 24 AUNTI 24. You can send it over on Cash App. If you like to send it through Zelle, we have current PayPal. If you want to send it, any of those ways. If you would like to purchase a t-shirt, just go ahead and hit me up in the inbox. The shirts are $15. The money goes towards our programs. And I'm gonna tell y'all, when I show up to do an event, I come with everything for the kids. I be doing too much sometimes. I do, but they gonna be active. They gonna have something to do. Like, it's gonna give them an opportunity to be great. It's gonna give them an opportunity to express themselves. Like I'm telling y'all, I met some wonderful, wonderful children. We did put some of the videos up on the page. I will be going back on. So if you got a chance to see them, the kids got to go into this studio with DC and they got to record at this event. They got to express themselves. They got to go up there and talk. It was so much fun. Every event ain't gonna be like that. So I'm telling y'all now, don't think all y'all gonna get the opportunity to do that. But we are going to try to give y'all more opportunities to do other things for us to go out there and make it make sense. But so now, yeah. But I am gonna go back to the whole workplace thing. We're gonna get into that a little bit. Working in the workplace, so being in management in the workplace, and it doesn't matter what field, what company that you work for. If you are working with people, and I had to learn this, so like I said, transparency is key. I'm a person, I really am. I'm a child or a young lady that by the time I was like 25, I probably had about 25 jobs. I'm gonna just keep that 100 with y'all. I had that many jobs because I had a bad attitude when I was coming up. I don't like authority. I'm gonna just say that I don't. Not that I can't respect authority, but I don't like nobody over me micromanaging me. I don't like nobody over me that feel like they have to manage me. I feel like you should be able to tell me what it is that you expect of me and allow me to go out there and do that. So yeah, I'm definitely one of those people. So in the workplace, I believe that should go around because respect is key. If I respect you, we should be able to sit down. We should be able to come to an agreement. That's in everything that I do. I truly believe in communication. I believe in being able to express when something bothers you. I believe in having that type of rapport with your employees. Like, my employees know that if there's anything that's going on, they can come and talk to Auntie. That's the relationship that I try to build with each and every employee. Is that going to work with each and every employee? Absolutely not. Is that going to work in every situation? Absolutely not. Does it work a lot? Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. Being that I believe that when you work from a point of view of from your employees, it makes it better for you in the long run. If you become a team with your employees, like my employees know, I don't ask them to do nothing that I wouldn't do myself. My employees know that if we short, we're gonna get in here and we're gonna do this together. I'm not gonna lead them, I'm not gonna lead them. If my employees feel like they are wrong for any reason, we're gonna sit down, we're gonna talk about it. And when we talk about it, we're gonna address it from everybody's point of view. Now, what did you do? How did you handle this? Was you doing everything that you were supposed to? Okay, all right, then, and this right here, exactly how I handled my situation. I take accountability, and then we're gonna put accountability where it lies. But after my experience today, and yes, I have been in some other situations, but now dealing with a situation like this from a space of healing, from this space of where I am now, I really look at this situation a lot more different. And I think that's a little bit more of why it is bothering me. And it's, a good and a bad thing, because I am proud of myself now that I can sit down and I can evaluate and I can say, you was wrong because you shouldn't have said this. And yes, you was wrong because you was loud and it was other people that was there and you should have possibly walked away earlier. And I should have but then I also had to look at on my other side where I also should have been allowed to go and be, feel that I had a support system. I also should be allowed to feel that if I go into work, or if I go into, if I'm doing business with somebody, that I should be able to voice my concerns without being, attacked or made to feel as if, my feelings are invalid. I will never allow anybody to make me feel that way. Have I done it in the past? Absolutely. Will I allow it? Absolutely not. I won't. Not especially not for at the at the price of my peace. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. My peace ain't for sale. My peace is not for sale. And I don't care who you is, and I don't. And I believe that in a workspace, I'm not, and I would never tell anybody. Like, I'm not gonna tell nobody, oh, you know what, you got to go to work. You have to know. What I would tell you that if you are going into a workspace, and myself again, why I am upset with me is because I tell people every day, don't do that. This is how we gonna respond. And y'all remember now, this is coming from a space of me knowing. You know what I'm saying? Of me knowing. So me telling you not to do it, or me explaining why I don't do it, I don't really feel like I have to explain to people why I don't respond certain ways. But if I do respond that way, I may feel the need to, I apologize, for getting out of character. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that in a workspace, but in a workplace, we're gonna have to figure something out, because you can't be holding people accountable for responding and then not having a true plan on how it's going, they go both ways. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Okay, I'm gonna mess this name up. Hold up. I think it's, wait a minute. Wait. I think it's Calico. They sent me a message across the top. I ain't want to mess that up to see what that said, but I think it's Calico. If I'm messing it up, you can tell me that I'm right. So I had a response from Calico that said they sorry that I had to go through that at work. They've experienced that. I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of it. I work in management. I've seen some unfair practices. I have, and I will always, if an employee, or regardless of which, and when I say an employee, that could be somebody that's in management, somebody that's a regular employee, somebody that's over me, somebody that's under me. It does not matter where you work at or who you are. I will always tell you, to handle it the best way. Make sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you are keeping documentation in case anything happens, in a position. I'm a person I'm a note taker. So if you know what a note taker is, I'm a person that I'm old school. I have a lot of paper. I will write notes down. I jot down. I keep records. You know what I'm saying? I do. I keep records of everything. My phones right now is Google telling me all my accounts is maxed out with photos because I take pictures of everything. Whatever I do in work, I'm always keep a paper trail. I take photos just to make sure that I'm always secure. That's what I do. So, you know what I'm saying? So I've built that, you know what I'm saying, with me, that I'm trying to, change over and instill those types of behaviors, within myself. So I try to teach those to my employees that's watching me because I believe that all employees should be able to become managers. So I, like I was saying, I try to, explain that to all my employees, being that I worked at all these jobs. I was an employee that would fight. I was an employee that will argue with you. Will I argue with you now? So I got to this thing. I said that yes, I will argue with a person before. Now yes, I will argue with you. Everybody, so I ain't finna be arguing with you. Yo, I will argue with you. Because I used to be hands-on, very, very hands-on. I'm talking about very, very hands-on. And people speaking and disrespect would end with me putting my hands on you. Immediately. I have no problems with making contact. So I will say that. That's why I tell people as a survivor and being in a toxic relationship, there were times that I was abused, and there was times that I could be categorized as abusive because my anger, I will get upset. I will. I also, and I have been very vocal with the fact that dissociative anxiety disorder, stressing me will like push me to be somebody that I literally don't want to be, and the response could be any type of way. And is that an excuse? Absolutely not, but it does explain why, but I can sit down and make a logical, I can break it down afterwards. That took growth, because there was before, it was a time that I didn't even know that that's what was going on within me. You know what I'm saying? That I was told I was bipolar. I was told all this stuff. So yes, and that also leads into why you have to learn to leave people alone, even in the workspace. And that's why I began, working with people, because you don't know what people are going through. When they come into those doors, people really don't know what people are dealing with. Like even the day when I was in this situation, like being put in that situation, this person does not know what I have been enduring for these last few weeks, nor do he probably care. And that's clearly shown because they've never taken a moment to sit down and talk to us. Do I sit down and talk to all my employees? Absolutely. You can go through the line, walk through the door, ask them, and they'll tell you, yeah, I'm that manager. Just like I'm that auntie, I'm that manager. I am a people manager. I don't like people. You know what I'm saying? I can love all of y'all, but y'all know y'all have y'all ways. That's why I feel the way that I feel. That's why boundaries are the way that they are. That's why my boundaries are so strong. That's why I protect my boundaries at any means necessary. Sorry, because there is too much of entitlement going on, and even in the workplace. And I feel like, I will say this, that I feel like there are a lot of this stuff is biased. Is a lot of stuff that take place in businesses that I am now seeing more again because of this situation. The space that I am in right now has left me questioning a lot of different things, because now I'm seeing stuff that it's like, wow, even and when people show you who they is, at the end of the day, behind the letters of HR or a company are people. Those are people that are making those decisions. Those are people that come to work every day with their emotions inside of them. I learned that most people that have authoritative jobs and they use and they are abusive with their power is because they usually don't have too much authority in their life. So most people that come in jobs and they always upset and angry and they always throwing around their power, usually are people that people don't normally listen to them, so they take advantage of the power when they have it. And I'm seeing that in 20, I seen it last year and a couple years ago, but a lot of that is happening. And there are a lot of people that become upset when, a woman says something, but I need people to understand that everybody is not going to tolerate disrespect. I'm not. And I know y'all probably like, oh, she is rambling about this disrespect. I am. Disrespect, that's one of the biggest things that's bothering me. I don't even know how to function. Like I told you, I had to call my best friend. Like I've been calling people. Like I just don't know how to, and I done dealt with it before, but I just I don't know. Like I really don't know like what to say at this point. I don't know. Like I'm so blowed. But I'm gonna take it. I take my reprimand. But I don't believe that it is fair because they was told that the decision that was made was going to be down the line. But I'm the only person that was reprimanded for my decision to respond. I would like the world to understand this. We have to stop, and I know it's easier said than done. We have a habit of focusing on people's response and not the behaviors that people are responding to. There is a lot of entitlement that is walking around. There is a lot of this going on that people do things and they like to hide their hand. And I'm a person that's gonna call that out. So I want you to know that if you ever run up into me, if you ever meet me, if we ever in the same room, I am a person that will call it for what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I will never sugarcoat it. I'm not finna pretend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I might make it a little bit softer for you because you can't handle it. But I'm not gonna never do that. We're not gonna do that. And I will never tell anybody, like I said, I will never teach or train anybody to feel comfortable with disrespect, no matter where it comes from. You should always follow your chain of command. You should do that. You should always try to make sure that you keep notes, documentation. Keep your cool. I did not, but I'm telling y'all, make sure you try to keep it cool, be on your best behavior if possible. Lead the situation if you can. Don't abandon no jobs, but lead the situation if you can. Handle it. Most definitely you need to make sure you take care of it. But yeah, and like I'm gonna tell y'all, and then if that don't work for yourself. Work for yourself. And I think that's another reason why I'm more mad beating up myself because of the situation. But I know that sometimes things happen. And no, this is not saying that I quit my job. Yes, I still have my job. But this is just giving me more time to work on some things with my business. And I'm gonna always shine. So I'm gonna always take the situations, I'm gonna make them make sense. Definitely gonna make it make sense. This is just gonna be some extra time so I can put in some work. I did just finish an ebook this weekend. Since the trip, a book on emotional intelligence because we are dealing with a world of a lot of emotionally unintelligent people. And that is why we can't expect anything more from them because we can't expect somebody to know something that ain't never been taught. And the fact that people walk around so easily with audacity, that they walk around so easily with this and the enablement, that things are allowed to be done because they're saying, oh, somebody got this over them, or because they know this, or because they're friends. It comes a time you have to learn how to separate certain things because I'm a separator. Business is business, friendships and all that stuff, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. But when you're doing business, you need to handle it as business. And that goes for anybody because I've seen it. There are a lot of men and women that get these jobs in authoritative positions. I don't care how many years. Just because you've been at a company for a long time don't mean that you're good. It don't. It really don't mean so. That never goes to it. Just because somebody been working for a company for 10, 15, 20 years does not mean that they're good at all. I have met people that have worked for companies for 13, 14, 15 years and their attitudes suck. Their business skills suck, but because they've been there for so long, the company feels like, oh, well, they're entitled to be here. They enable the behavior and they allow it to go on. I have worked in places where companies have allowed stuff to go on, and they speak on change. And when you implement change, it bothers certain people. And so then nothing happens and an entitlement is thrown into play. I have worked for companies and with people that literally will sit and play in your face and get upset with you because you chose you instead of disrespect. I will never tell anybody to, quit your job. I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm not telling y'all that. I'm not telling y'all to go in there and respond to nobody how Auntie respond to nobody. I'm not telling y'all to do any of that. I will never tell anybody to do any of that. But what I will tell you is to set boundaries. Require that. Most definitely. Set boundaries. Set boundaries. Yes. They will. I don't care. People, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. You don't have to like me. Listen, we don't never have to speak, but you will respect me. I will dominate that. I will demand that. I will require that at all times. And you should too. You should too. If I'm telling for real, if you are somebody, you sitting in the position, if you go to work every day, if you are dealing with this type of place, first of all, I apologize to you. For anybody who is for anybody, you know what I'm saying? For anybody who is dealing with this, anybody that is, you know what I'm saying, anybody that is living in a place, that's why I keep your head up right. Thank you, Shoa. Where they have been left to feel like they are, you know what I'm saying, a victim. Because I was left today to feel like and that's how I felt. I felt as if I was literally in a domestic violence situation. I felt like I was being abused. I felt all of those feelings today at my job. And I felt that way, and I did not like feeling that way, and I still don't like feeling that way. As you can tell, like my anxiety is still bothering me. I'm still trying to come down from that, and it's still because it was a lot. It was very much. It was a lot. But and you know what I'm saying. But again, I will always look at the positive side of this. I will most definitely. I will tell you all. You know what I'm saying. Respect, 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 respect. Respect is yours. Yes, repeat that word. Say it as many times as you need to. Respect. I will be respected. I will be respect. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I will be respected. Please and thank you. Yes, I will. I don't want to be mean. I don't try to be mean to anybody. I'm not trying to be a mean person. And I've had that, people have felt that way, that perception about me for years. It was like, oh, you look mean. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all when I was younger, I would walk up and slap you down. I was a bully. I guess you could say I was a bully. I will say that. At some points, yes, I was. I grew out of that so much because, life changed me. But now I'm not on that. Like, I don't. Ain't nothing cute about that. If I did that when I was younger and anybody I did it to, I apologize because I wasn't that type of bully. I was a bully that bullied the bullies. Like I was that. I was a person that if you felt like you just walk around like you thought you was all that, if you just was that person, then yes. Okay, yeah. I'm grown now. I have grandchildren out there. You know what I'm saying? I've been changed that mindset. But will I slap you down about disrespect? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, about me, yeah. I will never let nobody get comfortable to feel like they're gonna run up on me and disrespect me. I will not. And yes, I did. I went through when I went through it, that's what it was. Like I was cut and then I was told that they did it because they feared for their life. I was in a courtroom with a judge where the judge asked me how could I be the one sitting in there with my throat cut and this person telling them that they are afraid for their life. But they cut me. That's why I walk around and be smiling. Yes, I have feelings. Yes, my feelings are hurt. What does it says? I can't say it. Viral wish I had footage of you giving him the business, but they getting there. No, I don't want no viral footage of that because it made me feel type of way because the first thing my best friend was like, I know you did. And I don't like that. You know, I'm trying to change that, but I do need people to understand, yes, I stand 10 toes down by me. I really do. I stand 10 toes down by me. I'm not never gonna let you think that you gonna get comfortable with disrespecting me. I'm never, and I don't want y'all to feel that way. I don't want you to never let nobody feel they're going to be comfortable disrespecting you. I don't want anybody to ever feel that they should have to allow somebody to mistreat them and they have to say that that is okay. If something is bothering you, you are allowed to speak on that. You will speak on that. If you being abused, I need you to contact the abuse line. Contact me. Call me. Call me. We'll make it make sense. Even if I can't get you up out of that situation, we're going to get away through that situation. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come up with a plan. We're going to try to make this be better. We're going to do something. But no, I'm not going to tell anybody to accept it. And I don't, and I'm going to speak to the ones that's out there doing it. So some of you narcissists, you know what I'm saying? Some of you are your low self-esteem, because that's what it is. We're gonna address it. We can call it narcissism. We can call it all. We can call it. You know, we can come up with all these scientific words, and we can do all that. But it goes to show that it is everything as your insecurities. Is the lack of is why you feel okay with mistreating people. When you walk around here and you belittle people and you use your power of authority to mistreat people, that is because you are lacking something. And I am sorry, not sorry. I am sorry that people have to endure a person that is unstable. And I just want y'all to know that. And we're not going to make that be comfortable. If a person go into a workspace, you should be able to go to work and be okay. You should be able to go in there and feel safe, not just thinking about, you know what I'm saying, the somebody coming in there and physically harming you, but emotionally, mentally, I should be able to be in work and feel safe. I should never feel, and no employee should ever be made to feel that when they are at work that they have to be walking on eggshells, that they should be left to feel uneasy. Nobody should ever feel that they should be able to have to endure harassment at a job. With so many, you know, laws and things in place, nobody should ever feel that way. So I'm not going to tell y'all to let nobody be comfortable with making you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for yourself. Just make sure you do it the right way. Don't respond how Auntie responded, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't do it that way. Don't do it that way. But you still can respond. You still can make it make sense. You can. You can make it make sense. And I'm glad y'all let me get this up off my chest tonight, because I'm telling y'all, I was literally stressed out. It's been bothering me for the last few hours. This all, you know, transpired today. And y'all know everybody called to talk to Auntie, and Auntie don't be having nobody to call and talk to sometimes. They done sent my bestie back on the road so me and her could just talk on the phone, which is another reason why can't nobody talk me down, y'all. So y'all better leave me alone, because my bestie not here. Telling y'all. And show out was ready to show out. So y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Stop bothering people in 2026. It's 2026. It's a new year. It's a happy new year. I want to see everybody be prosperous. I want to see that. But I want y'all, if you are a narcissist, if you are someone that is living with what is it? What's the word? If you are a sociopath, you know the ones that get past the, you know, if y'all any of them people, if you are a person that can't deal with self, if you are a person that is lacking any of this stuff, and you feel that getting a job in a place of authority is the reason, it is the best thing for you to do, it is not. I need you to go get you some counseling and go get you some help. But I truly thank y'all for letting me vent tonight. Listen, y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned for Simply Complicated at 11. Listen, I really, truly appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all be right back here next Tuesday at 9 p.m. for Make It Make Sense with Auntie. I thank y'all again for everyone that came out and supported Youth Make It Make Sense 2026. Thank you for making Make Sense with Auntie, the podcast, the family. Thank you for smooth transition design. Y'all have a blessed one.